When you wear a new perfume, you notice the scent for about an hour before your nose completely tunes it out. The exact same biological adaptation happens inside your mouth. Your olfactory system adjusts to your own baseline scent, meaning you can carry severe bad breath all day and never actually detect it yourself. Relying on chewing gum or commercial breath spray to fix this is like spraying air freshener over a pile of rotting garbage in your kitchen. It suppresses the odor for about 10 minutes, but because the actual trash is still sitting there, the smell inevitably returns. To permanently clear the odor, you need a physical cleanup crew. You can create a highly effective liquid solution in your own kitchen using just 2 common pantry spices and a glass of water. Long-lasting fresh breath requires physically removing the underlying biological waste, rather than constantly trying to mask the resulting odor with heavy artificial mint. Research indicates that in 90% of bad breath cases, the odor originates from millions of anaerobic bacteria thriving inside the mouth. Look at the anatomical cross-section highlighted here. These bacteria survive by hiding out of reach of standard toothbrush bristles in 3 specific zones: deep underneath your tongue, along the gum line, and inside the tight microgaps between your teeth. Safely tucked into these pockets, the bacteria feed on microscopic protein particles left over from your meals. As they break down the protein, they excrete a gas called volatile sulfur compounds, or VSCs. This specific gas smells exactly like rotten eggs. Because normal brushing physically misses these zones, and store-bought washes only cover up the VSCs, the only way to eradicate the root cause is a targeted liquid intervention that flows directly into those hidden bacterial colonies. To create this targeted intervention, you need a glass of water, along with whole cloves and a cinnamon stick. Cloves contain a highly active natural antibacterial compound called eugenol. When eugenol makes direct contact with odor-causing bacteria, it violently shatters the tough outer membrane of the bacterial cell wall. Cinnamon brings a different compound to the mixture, cinnamaldehyde. This strips surviving bacteria of their ability to produce hydrogen sulfide gas, neutralizing their capacity to create any foul odors. To prepare the solution, take 4 to 5 whole cloves and lightly crush them. Drop the crushed cloves and a 1-inch cinnamon stick into a pan containing about 250 milliliters of water. This specific botanical combination creates a dual-threat mechanism. The extraction destroys the bacterial cells on contact, and it chemically neuters the gas production of any single cell that manages to survive. Place your pan on the stove and boil the mixture on medium heat for 5 minutes. This process forces the spices to release their essential oils into the water. The moment the 5 minutes are up, turn off the heat and immediately secure a tight lid onto the pot. The active medicinal compounds we are extracting are highly volatile. Without a lid, those essential oils will rapidly evaporate and dissipate into the air. Leave the lid securely closed until the water has cooled down to a lukewarm temperature, and then strain the liquid into a glass. Maintaining strict temperature and vapor control is the definitive step that separates a highly effective medicinal extraction from a useless pot of flavored water. This timer graphic details your first step. Take a sip of the lukewarm liquid and actively force it into every corner of your mouth for 30 to 40 seconds. Next, tilt your head back to coat the base of your throat. Gargle the solution for 20 seconds and then spit it out. Do not swallow the liquid. After spitting, enforce a strict 30-minute waiting period where you do not eat or drink anything. Apply this protocol twice daily, once after your morning brush and once right before bed. You must brew this mixture fresh daily. The volatile oils degrade quickly at room temperature, meaning a large batch made on Sunday will lose its potency by Tuesday. Adhering to these mechanics and timing rules guarantees the medicinal oils maintain enough uninterrupted contact time to completely penetrate the hidden bacterial zones and clear the biological waste. Once you have the gargle routine established, you can introduce 2 rapid supplemental habits that act as multipliers for your results. First, physically remove the surface buildup on your tongue. Every morning after brushing, apply light pressure with the tongue scraper, pulling from back to front 5 to 7 times. Second, sip small amounts of water frequently throughout the day to completely avoid dry mouth. Consistent hydration triggers continuous saliva production. Saliva functions as a built-in antibacterial defense system, naturally washing away microscopic food particles before bacteria can consume them. By combining mechanical cleaning with consistent saliva production, you create a permanently hostile environment that completely blocks new odor-causing bacteria from colonizing. A dedicated few minutes each day to brew this 2-ingredient solution resolves the underlying biological cause of bad breath. If you have whole cloves and cinnamon in your kitchen, go crush them up right now. Brew your first batch and run the protocol before you go to bed tonight. Bookmark this video, follow the extraction and gargling rules for exactly 1 week, and return to the comments section to report your results. True oral hygiene requires utilizing simple, natural science to clear bacteria and restore the mouth's healthy balance.